Robert, will you start us out on that interception return? You guys, obviously, you needed a jump at that point in the game. We just talked about that play, first of all.
Yeah, I felt like somebody on defense, needed to really step it up. So I tried to take it in my hands, and coach, we went over film a lot, and we knew in certain formations they would run certain things, and I just stepped it up and made a play.
Will you talk a little bit about the emotion you found on the sideline after that
I
play?
felt like after that, kind of gave our sideline a lot of energy. I think that's kind of the turning point. Started getting back.
And I mean, that emotion carried you through those final 5-6 minutes of the game until the field. I mean, will you kind of talk about that emotion after you realized that the field goal is no good?
Kind of I felt like if we would have made it, I would have been more proud of my performance, but because we lost, I couldn't really tell you. It hurt pretty much, pretty much.
Will you talk about your unit all game long? Because, I mean, obviously a bunch of interceptions and yardage after, but at the same time they had some big plays for touchdown. I mean, will you talk about that inconsistency?
In the back end, I think the inconsistency just came from, we got to be more focused on every down. When we make plays, we got to have each other's backs, but we can't let up. And that's what happened in a couple plays. Assignment errors. We all got to be on the same page.
Ben, you talked a little bit about coming back to the offensive line. It looked like kind of the same as the defense. There were moments where you guys were doing some nice things and some times where you guys struggled.
We just got to execute. The coaches call the right plays. We got to execute what they call. I mean, sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. And today we didn't do that much. So I think it just comes down to our preparation and practice and what we have to do the 4 days before. It's not necessarily just about how you play on game day. It's what you do to prepare for the game. So you just got to step up preparation.
Will you talk a little bit about playing without Blake Walker? I mean, obviously that jumbled some things up on the line. Do you think that affected what you guys were doing?
No, because, I mean, Blake's a great player, and when he's healthy, we'll be happy to get him back in, but whoever steps up is the one that the coaches think is going to be the man for the job. So we all have to, even though there's people moving all over, we still have to do our job, and everyone still has to know their job, so we just got to get better at that.
You guys have struggled to run the ball, especially consistently. Is that a frustration, a weight, or is that just
It's a big frustration. It's a big frustration. I think we really have to step it up. I mean, tonight was just the icing on the cake. We have to run the ball. Like, plain and simple, we got to work harder in practice. We got to do our technique and listen to our coaches with our technique and just run the ball better.
Robert, the past couple of games now, the defense is allowed to score late in the first half. What happens there? Is that just something where bring it in there?
Yes, we just gotta stay focused. And in the first half, we already seen the place out. Coaches put us in the right position. We just gotta play more aggressive, confident.
Do you guys do something different in that 2-minute drill?
Nah, not really.
You guys got anything else? Okay, thanks.